Welcome back, everyone. We're going to be going to the Braska's final Aeon on the global server. This is the Final Fantasy X series boss battle, and it's, for the most part, an easier trial. And we're going to be using pretty cheap gear on this team. We're going to be using Cecil as our provoker. He's also going to be doing things like mitigation, and I gave him Pod 153 to do even more physical mitigation. We're not going to use cover on this trial. Resistances don't matter, but there is Blind, Sleep, Silence, and Petrify. We're going to use Folka as our healer. She's also on Carbuncle, so she can dual cast Dispel. Other than that, she just got a little bit of survival on. We're going to be doing Kaito. He's really only here for Mirage. He can refill mana too, but really every turn he's just going to Mirage every turn, and that's basically it. We're going to do Tsukiko as our breaker. She's going to break and imperil water, because we need to dispel the boss really often, so she can reapply her breaks pretty much every turn. We're going to use Tifa as our DPS. She's got Splash Knuckles equipped, and I gave her Equipped Spear and the Longinus, so she can have more Spirit Killer. Other than that, she's just going to be a DPS chainer. And we're taking Thomas's Tifa, same thing. He's got Splash Knuckles, Longinus, decent equipment, got some Fairy Killer as well. Looking good. So this trial is pretty straightforward. It's going to be some AoE physical attacks. We're going to Mirage most of them. A few will hit our team, but the strong ones are going to always be Miraged. Every third turn, there's a really powerful physical attack. You cannot evade it, but you can Mirage it. So we're going to be doing that, and we're not going to use cover, because if we use cover, it makes it a little bit more complicated. You got to re-raise your tank, or have a really, really powerful tank. So we're going to go the easy route for the budget clear, so to speak. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is just limit with Cecil. That gives us mitigation on turn 1. Folka is going to give us a barrier and a physical mitigation. Kaito is going to just dual cast every turn, Rending Current for the Mirage, and then double Diurnal Tide for the mana regen. This first turn we're just going to overdrive Tifas. That gives them a permanent attack buff. Tsukiko will Exorcism, Ninetales, and Break Attack. Now this boss only uses magic attacks once every 7 turns, and it doesn't even deal damage. The magic attack is just a mana drain. So until turn 7, you can pretty much ignore breaking his magic. There's the first Mirage, there's the second one that hit the team. As you can see, it's not too strong, and then a few single target attacks on your Provoker. But you will notice the boss buffs his attack almost every turn. That's why we need to dispel very often. So we're going to use Folka to dispel, and then just heal the team. Cecil can give us physical mitigation with P-Shield. Kaito can just repeat. Because we dispelled the boss, Tsukiko needs to break, so we're going to break attack, magic, and we technically don't need to triple or quad cast. We can just break attack, magic, and imperil water. And then Tifa will just chain. We're going to do Final Heaven. Next turn we can 7th Heaven for the mod boost. And he's dying relatively quick. Alright, here we go. We're going to Mirage. We're going to take the physical hits. We haven't had a chance to buff our attack yet. And you see the boss gains an attack buff again. You really want to dispel that. If you don't, he hits pretty hard. So we're just going to repeat Folka. Tsukiko will repeat... let's see. We actually only need to do this because her breaks aren't powered up anymore. Let's see. Cecil can... Defense and Spirit. And there's not much else for him to do. He'll just provoke. Doesn't really matter. He's already passive provoking. And the Tifas will 7th Heaven, which gives them a nice mod boost. Wow, this guy's dying quick. Okay, this is going to be a powerful attack on turn 3, but we're going to Mirage him. As you see, it did nothing. And this turn, the boss does not buff himself up. So we can just use Folka to refresh our mitigations and such. Tifa can go back to chaining Final Heaven. Wow. This boss is squishy. Alright, we can P-Shield here. And Kaito can just Mirage us again. And the rotation repeats. That's pretty much the whole fight. We did push a threshold, so we can do a few more physical attacks, but, you know, whatever. There's the gained power. Alright, now we need to dispel the boss again. Anytime he gains power, you want to dispel him and reapply breaks. So we're going to, if I can find Dispel, we're going to Dispel and Curate ya. Let's see, so Kiko's Exorcism is not up. So we can just imperil that. Let's go ahead and do our chaining. Alright, we're going to win next turn, obviously. I don't recall what I did this turn with Cecil, so we'll just summon an Esper Golem. You know, whatever. And there we go. That's pretty much the whole fight. Pretty simple, serious boss battle. And we got to finish with a Limit Burst, so we'll do that. There we go. There was all missions. Kaito Mirages, Cecil passive provokes, does mitigation. Folka just heals and dispels. Sukiko breaks every turn, and Tifa chains. That was a budget team. We used very, very cheap gear. Got it in like 6 turns. Yeah. There was the fight. All missions. Alright. I guess I'll see you guys for the next one. Later.